Did he freeze?
I'm waiting for the soundboard.
He tried to play it and he got kicked.
Guten Morgen.
All right, who's taking over this pony show?
1, 2, 3, nut it.
I'm disappointed Eric is here because in his place I brought dinner. But now he's here, so now I feel like I am just eating on stream for no reason.
It's probably more interesting anyway.
Yeah.
So.
There
I'll
we
see
go.
you guys later.
There
All
it is.
All right, we're back. Late Night Live, episode 74. What's going on, you guys? I don't know what was going on with the internet right there, but hey, we're back. Thanks for joining us. Let's see. I saw J-Rod in the chat. What's going on, man? And everyone else, we got a special guest this week. The man, Jason Meatball Saucy. What's going on?
What's going on, man? How you guys doing?
Glad to have
What's
you.
up, chat? J-Rod, my boy. You here, dude? Oh, man. We got some awesome stuff to talk about tonight. I am super pumped, guys.
Yeah. There's some a lot of good stuff going on. Meatball, did you get to play any games last week? What was going on? What's going on with you lately?
Oh, dude, I played all kinds of games, man. I played, was it Katana Zero? And finally advanced myself to the next part of the story, which is quite frankly extremely strange, but enjoying the game. What else did I play? Well, I just got done playing a little bit of Royal Rumble Virtual Pinball, and I was playing some Streets of Rage 4. But yeah, I play a little bit of something every night.
Yeah, a little the shorter games, not maybe the long, in-depth Breath of the Wild kind of stuff. Or
I've got Doom. I've got. I do have Breath of the Wild on here. Like I said, I play everything. A little bit of everything, a lot.
Do you have Breath of the Wild on your ROG Ally?
I do.
Yes, he is the connoisseur of the games. Absolutely. Well, we got some good stuff to talk about. I figure you're the ROG Ally expert at least that I know of. So,
if not, I'm the biggest fanboy.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
I like I said, that's my favorite device. My video that I shot this past Sunday when they announced this new one. Yeah, I had to go live and share my thoughts because I was super excited about it. But we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we will. All right. Going around Ace of Jack's Media Grounds. What's going on, Chris?
Hey, it has been a week. Lots of game announcements. I've been playing a lot of, or I should say I've been dabbling in a lot of the older Switch games on my Switch 2. So it's just everything that I've had before. I'm kind of seeing how the Switch 2 is handling them. And so far, everything has been, it runs better, loads faster, everything just plays better than it did on the Switch. So I haven't played any one game this week. It's just been a lot of dabbling.
Wait. You've been dabbling, but you haven't played one game.
No, I haven't played. I've just been dabbling.
It's like you've been putting in the cartridge, seeing it turns on, then you're out.
Yep, that's right. I don't press that start button. I just put it in and check it out.
All right.
There it is.
Travis.
Good evening, everybody.
I heard you have some console news maybe this week.
Yeah, I played a lot of games. I didn't play just one. No, actually, I did play just one, but then I played a lot of other ones too. So I mainly played Expedition 33, and I know that I'm at the end of it. Well, unless they do another surprise like they did at the end of Act 2, not to spoil anything. I thought Act 2 was going to be the end of it, and I was getting ready to New Game Plus it because I like it so much. But instead, it's got more. But I know that I'm at the end of it, so I'm going through now and just trying to find stuff that I missed, because it's one of those games that I actually don't want to be over. Which is odd, because again, my review is it has everything that I hate about Elden Ring in it, but for some reason I like this one, not Elden Ring. So yeah, it's got all the complaints. But yes, then I picked up a Nintendo Switch 2, and then my older daughter, who graduated, said, "Okay, cool. We have Mario Kart, but what scary games are there?" And I said, "Oh, wrong console for that." So I saw the look of disappointment in her eyes, and so I went and I got a PlayStation 5 and the PSV add-on for it.
Yeah.
So the PSVR 2 specifically. So I've been testing that a lot to see kind of, console versus PC is kind of obviously where I'm going to go with that, because I haven't played a console since the Xbox 360. So yeah.
Your daughter
that's
for the
what I
win.
did. I played Resident Evil 8 in VR for about 2 hours. So yeah. And Eric, what I wanted to tell you was I think that that's a good route for you to go if you want to get into VR. I think that it's cost effective. I think that it works. Oddly enough, as a PC gamer, the VR I'm more impressed with than the actual console itself. So the VR implementation is easier than my experience with all of the VR headsets I've used on Windows. I feel like it just plugs in and works. And Sony doesn't treat it like anything special. They treat it like it's an accessory. And in a way, that actually makes it easier to use. You don't have to jump into your little home and maybe get lost in like what you were meaning to start up. You don't need to mess with settings, because that's a huge thing with VR, is always trying to figure out where you're targeting the frame rate. I have to be honest, whenever I use VR HMD on PC, I'm running for the first couple hours, I'm running a frame rate counter, or, a frame time counter, to make sure that I'm not dipping below 80, because if I do, then I tend to get motion sick at below 80. You don't need to do that with this. It just rear projects everything at a steady 90 or 120, depending on what the game is, and it just kind of works. Graphically, is it as impressive as a PC? Absolutely not. But the ease of use is just something there. Like, my kids are playing games. They don't play games on my PC. So it's just easy. I get it. I get why I'm a PC gamer too. It's nice to be able to have both, but I get the whole PlayStation thing now. So yeah, I've enjoyed it. I've been enjoying stuff. So yeah, a lot of gaming, a lot.
That's awesome. You spent a lot of money this week.
Well, so I had already kind of spent the money. So I'm a Best Buy Total Rewards member, so they give me an extended 60 days. And what triggered the PlayStation thing was my kid asking about that, scary games, and me saying wrong console, and then the look of disappointment in her eyes, and then me remembering that I had just bought an Apple TV for $150 to watch, to stream TV on. And then I realized that I was using the Apple TV to watch TV like an idiot. I could have been using a PlayStation the whole time and play games on it. So when I went and returned that knocked $150 off the purchase of the PlayStation, because those already sunken costs that I had. And then I traded in some junk to Best Buy. They took it and gave me decent value for stuff that was old. And so it knocked it all down price-wise. So,
that's the way to do it.
Yeah, recycling stuff and not dealing with Craigslist, because Craigslist really is not my thing. So yeah, it worked. And then now I've been able to play with it and see what it's all about, see how the ecosystem is. If anybody's curious, it's great. Like, the PlayStation thing is great as a media server. Everything just works. And they even intend it to be that way. You guys know this, but it's got a games tab and a media tab. So it's kind of defaulted for that sort of use too. So it can completely replace your Apple TV if you wanted to. So yeah.
Nice.
Eric's a big Apple fan, aren't you, Eric?
I use quite a bit of their stuff, sure.
Yeah.
Eric,
I do too. I mean, I'm on a Mac right now.
Eric, are you in a hotel room?
Yeah.
Where are
Eric
you?
got a late
Find a
night.
hotel. I'm in. It is 6:14 in the morning here in Vienna.
You're in Vienna.
What?
Wow. That is impressive.
Yeah.
Have you
for
played
sure.
any games in Vienna?
You know, I was just looking at pinball places here.
Okay.
And
Nice.
there's actually more than I was expecting.
Yeah.
But,
Can you use the Stern app there?
there I found some Stern tables, but I don't know if they're no, I guess since I found them on the Stern app, yeah, they should be connected. So yeah, you can. I'm going to say yes.
So you're just on a little sabbatical.
No, this is a work trip.
Okay. Probably get some good beer over there.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it was. It's been really nice. It's been really nice for that. The best.
Cool. Well, you're gonna have to take some video and pictures and stuff, and we'll have to put them on here next week, maybe.
Sure.
And then, last but not least, the 8-bit gaming legend, Dathan. What's going on, man?
You know how I like to make an entrance.
Any gaming last week, sir?
Not
Are you in
really.
Vienna? Are you in Vienna?
No, I'm in the.
Are you in Austria? Where are you?
No, I'm at home.
Okay.
What have I done this week? I can't barely remember it a few hours ago. What did I do? I played a little bit of Mario Kart on Switch, and
Still
that was
haven't
about it.
played me yet.
I know. I'm. It's been a very, very busy week for me. Very busy. Yeah, not a whole lot of gaming. A lot of work. I was able to get the NBA Jam out of the garage into the house, so I got that done. That's it. Sorry, it's been a very uneventful week for me.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that NBA Jam is still looks like it's still doing good for you. And I know you sent that picture. Was that the other day or 2 days ago? And yeah, that's going to be its final resting spot. I should have put it up on the.
Yeah, I was
Let's
gonna
go
say in that
here.
corner. I had to paint the wall. I had to get rid of the refrigerator. That was one thing I had to do, and that was the biggest pain in my ass. I thought it was gonna be easy, but it wasn't. Luckily, my father-in-law came over and helped me out and helped me get out of the house, and so painted the wall and put that in there. So that project is now completed, and then I gotta do a few other things before I can actually start getting some more projects done. So that's when I do
Awesome.
have SummerCon next week, so I may or may not be here on Sunday Friday. Yes,
Friday.
next Friday. But I'm sure I can make an appearance and do my thing. So we'll see.
I am also going to SummerCon.
Come on, Dathan. Eric's in Vienna, and he made it. So no, I mean
Right,
the excuses
right,
are
he
kind of
made
a
it.
little limited there, brother.
I know. I'm really trying. I really am. It's just been. It was like 65 hours a week or a work this week. It was
Dathan's been in trouble with the law attending the podcast in random places and hotels. So Dathan actually.
I mean, that is true.
Anywhere. Yeah,
that is true.
Risking jail time just to be on the podcast.
Yeah, that's.
Hey, and Chris, didn't you go play? You played pinball last night. You didn't. Talk
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
I went up to the public house and tried out the King Kong pinball machine, and I'm not a fan of it.
What do you think of the place as a whole?
It's actually really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact the pinball machines are kind of in their own area away from the rest of the bar and everything, but it still has a bar there.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried all the machines down there. King Kong, I played it about 4 times, and I was just like, I'm not feeling this. And then a guy was there cussing as he was playing it. He was just like, this game is a piece of shit. I can't play this. This table sucks. And he was there for a good half hour playing it, and I was like, well, if you hate it so much, no.
Was that your brother?
If you hate it so much, why do you keep playing it?
Did he try other machines, or was that one set up for free play and he was just a meth head? What's up?
They were all, so it was $7 after 7:00 at night for everything was open. So you just
then
paid
he really just wanted to be good at the game and just hated it, huh?
That was my guess, is that he was just like, I'm going to be so good at this machine, and then he's just like, this thing sucks. But yeah, I didn't have the ball drop once going through the gong, but every time it went to the left side of the table, it dropped straight down the middle. And I was like, I don't get this.
Oh, you mean drain? Like just straight?
Yeah.
Mm.
Drain, yeah.
However, I did get the Kong multi-ball and the Pit multi-ball in the same play. So it's kind of an interesting thing.
Nice.
Because the Pit multi-ball is just 2 balls. And I'm like, is that it? That's all I get is just 2 balls?
A mini multi-ball, yeah.
So there's some...
I feel like I'm the only one that hasn't
played it yet either.
I have not played it yet.
Okay, good.
But I know, Dathan, when I asked you in Discord what you thought, and I'm curious if the jury is still out.
I mean, I didn't mind. I think the more you play it, the better it is. But I had the guy who runs the place. He was there, like, giving me a tutorial on what to do and where to hit everything. So that kind of helped everything a little bit. I don't mind it. There's a lot going on. I think there's a lot going on, but then there's not a lot going on at the same time. So like the playfield is busy, but it's not busy enough to where that you don't feel like you're accomplishing a whole lot. It's taking a long time for stuff to get done. If that makes any sense.
That absolutely makes sense.
It's not like the Dungeons and Dragons pinball machine where you can sit there and watch somebody play it and there's a bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, I think comparing anything to Dungeons and Dragons now it's kind of a one-off thing, because I think the D&D is such its own category now, and then there's kind of everything else. I think just because the way that it was made.
It'll be interesting if they ever make another game like Dungeons and Dragons. The way
I did see some video of that Harry Potter one that's coming out soon. Who's doing that? Jersey Jack?
Yeah.
I heard it's out.
I saw someone playing on YouTube. I thought it was just like an intro, but it looks pretty elaborate.
Yeah, I think it's out. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure Next Level will get it soon. So we'll have to go check it out again here. All right. And I had a good gaming week too, guys. It's basically been all Nintendo Switch 2 for me. That system's rocking it. I jumped back into Tears of the Kingdom, and I must have at least put another 10 hours in that. And I'm just at the point where I think I'm at Ganon's castle and I can do things, but there's still like shrines I haven't found, and those little Korok guys reuniting him with his friend. Like, I just realized, like, I thought like you had to make a little device, a little Zonai device for him to move him every time, but I've just been using my levitating hand and dragging him across, and that's so much easier. So I don't know. I'm just having little things happen.
You're not going to show your boss kill?
And then, oh yeah, I had that. I beat that water boss.
Did you not play Tears of the Kingdom on Switch? Is this your first time playing it?
No, I mean I did. I must have put 50 or 60 hours into it 2 years ago, but I didn't finish. Like, it was just, I don't know. It was a lot, but it's really nice to go back to right now, and the graphics are much cleaner, and the frame rate, I already feel like it's so much smoother than it was.
Do you have any
Tears of the
trouble?
Kingdom is definitely the best of the two Zelda games. I mean, I prefer it way more than Breath of the Wild.
Agreed. Did you guys have Ryan? Do you have any trouble hooking up the camera at all?
No,
I'm
you just gotta plug it in.
I'm such a dumbass. I spent like 25 minutes trying USB-C to the Switch, back and forth different ports. I could not figure out what it was, and I had the shutter closed the entire time.
Oh.
know that
Yeah.
it had a shutter
Gotcha.
on it. I thought it was on the on the controller, like you go into
Mhm.
settings and you can open it and close it in settings. That's what I thought you could
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I didn't realize it had a shutter either until I saw it, and it was like it's like a
Yeah,
little
I didn't
white
notice
thing,
that.
and you just move it up.
And so
That's great.
Yeah, I'm a dumbass. So that's been my week. That's
But-
been the highlight right there. So
Playing Mario Kart online, like before I got in, I was playing a match with Michael B, MG, Jason Little Alien. And then doing voice chat with those guys was great. The other night, was that Wednesday night? I did a session with Speed, my old college roommate. Chris knows him, and then he brought in his friend, and we started doing more Mario Kart there. He's good, and what's Jokade talking about? What's going on, man? ChatBT losing to Atari
Yeah, what's that all
2600.
about?
It was chess, I believe, was what they had it play against on Atari 2600, and it lost at the Chat GPT lost at the basic moves.
Yeah, something's up with that. Joe likes to tout his Atari wins whenever he can get them. But Switch has been awesome. So I want to talk, but mainly tonight we're going to talk about the Xbox showcase, what I thought of it. But so that, and maybe some toy stuff, and then maybe we can get into like strategizing what we want to do for SummerCon. At least me and Dathan here, and then anything else you guys want to talk about. So, real quickly, the sales numbers for Switch 2. This is looking like the biggest launch ever for a system. And I know there were a lot of skeptics out there, people saying this wasn't going to do very well because, there's not, maybe it didn't have the innovation or whatever, but wow, 3.5 million units in 4 days. And this was just the other day. So I don't know. I don't have up to date through today, but just that it's already beating PlayStation 5 for the original Switch, and you can see the Steam Deck numbers there.
Well,
pretty
it's
dang
good,
impressive.
I mean, I don't know because I just now got a PS5, but if I recall correctly, PS5 had inventory issues for the first 2 years.
Yep, you're
So
absolutely
what
right.
would those figures have looked like if they were full? Like, the only reason I have a Switch 2 is because of Best Buy. They shoved it down my throat. They had it sitting there, and the lady was like, "Hey, do you want one?" on checkout.
I already mentioned this in the Discord, and Ryan sent me some snarky GIF about something. What was it? I already mentioned that the PS5 was going to have better numbers.
Did you say that, Dathan? Yeah.
I said
Yeah,
sure,
the Brady Bunch shit is what it was. So yeah, I already mentioned this. This is
Yeah. I mean, that's my guess, right? Like, because the PS5, I remember hearing a lot about it, and I've heard nothing about the Switch 2 outside of us.
But here's the thing. I mean, you talk about, there was supply chain issues with that, but there's also challenges right now.
Yeah, but not with the Switch 2. I walked right into Best Buy, and they were like, "Hey, would you like one of these? We have lots left."
I know, but what I'm saying, I'm saying Nintendo did a good job with their inventory, and
that's exactly what it is.
And you got to tip the cap to them. Like, they really, I feel like this has been strategized for years.
I agree with that 100%. And the strategy for launch, I think Nintendo pulled off a huge success. But I'm still one of those skeptics. And again, it's just, I don't hate on the Nintendo Switch or Switch 2. I think it's a fantastic console, and I think it's great. But at the end of the day, a launch success is really not as important as the life cycle of the entire console and how many total units you sell. And I just feel like the Nintendo Switch is peaking because the inventory is there. But I think you're going to see demand fall off drastically, and it's going to have a downward slope. That's my opinion.
I think it's also going to be based on games.
Yeah, it'll depend if they can get some console kit.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
If Nintendo follows Sony and stops releasing exclusive games, and it's just you start seeing a lot more games that are for everything out there in the market, I think, yeah, you will see the Nintendo Switch fall off. I mean, Nintendo already has announced 2 more exclusive games than Sony's announced all year exclusive for the PlayStation 5. So, the longevity of the system is going to depend on the games down the road and everything. And I think that's probably going to be Nintendo's strongest suit, is they have a lot of IPs that they can keep exclusive to their system that they're not letting out to other consoles, which is Microsoft obviously has said, yeah, forget it. We don't care about selling consoles. We want to sell games, and we're going to get Game Pass on everything. You got a refrigerator? Game Pass it. You got a TI-86 calculator? Game Pass it. We're going to get you.
Well, and we'll touch on that, Chris, because I have it sounds like they're not pushing Game Pass as much as they were. So that's a little tease right now, but I don't know. There's some conflicting things that Microsoft's saying right now, but I don't know. The other thing, also consider just doing the voice chat on Switch 2 is really fun with your friends, and I feel like Xbox and PlayStation, they all have like, you know, headset chat or whatever, but it's nothing as easy as this. So I don't know. You got to try it. And like, I don't know. Like, I feel like right now I don't want to play the other ones. It's that good.
I'm going to be honest. So I got my Switch on launch day because I basically had an inside track with Costco, with a buddy at Costco, or who was at Costco. So it's kind of on the fence, but it's kind of one of those nostalgia played really hard in my decision making. I haven't missed a game console launch since the 64. So that's what, 30 years that I have not missed a game launch. So it was more like a try to keep it going type thing. But to what Ryan just said, when he just said he has a hard time going back to any other console. So I got the Switch, spent all that.
It's only been a week.
So I got the Switch. I hooked everything up, updated it, transferred everything over, submitted my codes, did all that fun stuff. And I was like, well, it's time for Assassin's Creed Shadows. And so I
went back to the PS5.
Assassin's Creed so I can go play that. And then it was yesterday where I was like, shit, I got to play some Switch. It's just sitting there with everything else. And so I played it for about an hour or so. And it was good. It was fun. I had a good time playing Mario Kart. Mm-hmm. Tears of the Kingdom in ultra 4K, mind-blowing graphics is pretty cool looking. But I said this before, I'm probably going to find myself going back to Assassin's Creed at some point, But
what if, the next Assassin's Creed's going to be on Switch?
I'll still get on Xbox. Every Assassin's Creed game that has ever come out, even those shitty 2D side scrollers, I've got on Xbox. So
it wouldn't compete graphics wise, Ryan. Like it would come down to if you really like the controller better.
It's very, I don't know.
It doesn't.
The HDR or the 4K on Switch 2 looks really amazing on my.
Well, I mean, I don't want to.
Like, I don't know.
on your enjoyment, but hardware wise, it doesn't hold a candle to it with the GPU that they're using in it. I mean, they're upscaling from I think 720p. The PlayStation 5, I believe, with the PS Pro does 1080p straight up upscaling and just has more compute units in it itself. I don't know the Xbox hardware, but I'm guessing it's probably a little bit less than the PS5. So if you care about that, then you would choose that. But what the Nintendo Switch 2 has is it has the portability, which itself is rad. Like you can take it anywhere, and that's awesome in and of itself. So what they're doing in that way is really good. But I could see why Dathan would say I would still get it on Xbox. I
And
could
it's
see
nothing.
that.
It's nothing against the Switch, but any game that comes out that's not a Nintendo IP is going to be it's just going to be playing it on other consoles. You know,
I mean, because I
basically
looked
got
at
Switch
Cyberpunk.
I got a Switch for Mario and for Zelda, and to play the GameCube, whatever the Magic thing, the online service. So that's what I got it for the most part. So, you know, unless there's something that's going to be crazy that they're going to come out with, I mean, it's basically going to be the straight up IPs that I'm going to be turning that console on for the most part.
I think we got to do a session on Switch. I mean, we're all doing voice chat with
Yeah,
Mario
for
Kart.
sure.
And like,
When
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
when I'm not doing other 10
It's great. Is someone doing the dishes in the
I'm not.
background? Chris?
No.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
It's a little
All
saucy in here, isn't it?
But I don't know. Yeah, it's been.
I will.
fun.
One more thing.
So
One
anyway,
more thing
all
before
right.
we go. I will say the Pro controller on the Switch 2 is a fantastic accessory. If you do end up getting us, if anyone else ends up getting a Switch 2, get the Pro controller. The thumbsticks are fluid. It's just it's a great. It's better than the OG one, I think.
It's lighter than
Yeah.
the OG one too.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
Oh,
But
is it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
because I have the Pro 2 controller for the Switch, and then I have the original, and then I also have an 8-bit DOE Ultimate that we use for the original Switch as well. Which, if you're on a budget and you want to get a Pro controller that works, the 8-bit DOE is a pretty good one too. So the one thing I don't like about the Pro 2 controller is it's kind of slick. Like there's not a grip on it. It needs kind of a backing of some
Mhm.
kind.
Right.
Because I've actually dropped it a couple of times just going to pick it up.
It needs that like Xbox Elite 2 like back, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it, the stuff that's on there.
All right. Should we talk about the Xbox stuff? Let's see. I'm just gonna. Oh, J-Rod. Speaking of controls, anyone going to get the new wireless PlayStation arcade stick? Definitely. We don't know what the price is, so
They look cool.
you know, my only concern would be it's wireless. So, what's the lag gonna be from that to your PlayStation 5? I'm assuming it'll be good, but I mean, good meaning it'll be hopefully non-existent. But I always a wired arcade stick is going to be faster, and you need ultra fast inputs for your moves in fighting games. So, but hopefully, maybe this holiday we'll see when it's releasing, or I don't know, or if it's coming out next year or something. So, pretty cool. All right, going on the Xbox. There we go. So this was rumored to be coming out. Oh man, I lost Meatball here. Let's see. It looks better. No, I'm gonna go like this. Dathan's gonna be off to the side a little bit.
That's fine.
So Meatball Saucy, you already own one of these, but this is going to be the special Xbox version. There's going to be two versions. The Ally
Or
X. There's going to be
Xbox Ally
X,
X and Xbox Ally. That is the
a lot
official
of
branding.
yeah. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the look of it.
I'm so pumped about this, guys. I don't even know where to start. Like I said, my current ROG Ally is my favorite gaming device, hands down. It is. I play it every day, no matter what. I mean, I always have at least an hour before I go to sleep that it is. I play in bed. So, and like I said, I play everything from virtual pinball to whatever, and it plays very good. Um, the fact that this is getting really close to doubling performance from the new AI Zen 2 chip. It's really the only difference, right? And I am extremely excited to play this. I'm going to give my old device to my wife, and I'm going to get this version. Um, having Microsoft actually edit Windows and make the system for the Xbox app, but it also supports every other PC storefront. Um, the performance and everything you can possibly do with this device, from VR all the way to any type of game that's out there, save the Switch 2.
What did they announce for graphic processor in this?
This is running off of this system on a chip Zen processor.
Okay,
but
off the Zen. So even the GPU is running off that.
Yeah, it's equivalent to a mobile. I don't want to say it because it's actually one of the newer AMD
New mobile chips.
new mobile graphics processor.
Okay.
And I don't remember what it is, but yeah.
Gotcha.
It's the Ryzen A1 Z2 Extreme and Z2A processors.
Okay, I was curious because you had said VR, and that's where I get nervous on processing power of the GPU, right?
Yeah, I said in my my video that right now the current Z1, so the Extreme version that I have right now, runs off of the Extreme Z1.
Okay.
Right? So the next gen is what's in this new one, but right now it is what I consider to be a competent PC VR experience.
Okay.
To where like Half-Life Alyx plays fantastic.
With rear projection though, right? Like you're not able to maintain a steady 90 frames per second without rear projection kicking in, right?
I am getting no, I'm not. I'm getting 88 frames ish is on average. I'm not getting to 90, and then until
the rear projection kicks in. I mean, rear projection's great. I'm not sliding it, right? That's what the PSVR is using as well.
But that's what it does. Yeah.
Because they target 30 or they target 60 frames per second or 45, and then they just rear projection it. It's super smooth though, and you don't see it.
Absolutely.
It's great. Yeah. So
however, games that are not optimized for it, like Alien, like the new Aliens game that just released on Steam, horrible. It is a horrible experience. You can't even. It's unplayable on the ROG Ally. But I hope that with this CPU upgrade, that it will be able to handle that level of game. Which, when you actually play it, you see that what the graphics processing requires out of that system. So
it looks like it plays Balatro though. So I see that.
That's weird that you could play Balatro but not Alien. That's the weird thing. If they get Balatro down, they should be able to get anything.
The most complex games.
Yeah.
Is there a price point that'll sway you away from not buying this? Is this a done deal? Like no matter what you're getting,
this is a done deal no matter what. And I shared my opinion in my video where I truly believe that this is an Asus product. It has got Xbox branding on it, and if I had to guess where, and this is pure speculation on my part, where they can cut price with a partnership with Microsoft is in the licensing, because we all know that Asus sells laptops. They have sold their older versions of the ROG Ally and Ally X. All of those are Windows machines. They pay a license fee to Microsoft. If they can get this down, the current version is $899, right? It's $900, right? And that was a price increase that is only a month old. So it was $799 from the time it launched up until about a month ago. And a month ago, they raised the price of this old version to $899. This is Asus we're talking about. They consider themselves to be a premium brand, and this ROG is their gaming premium brand. I think they are going to take that $900 price point and push it close to $1,200.
I mean, I have a Asus ROG Scar 18 laptop that I game on, like, is, as my secondary gaming PC. And if something happened to that, I'd replace it tomorrow.
Right.
Like, I get it. So I get where you're coming at with the ROG Ally being your favorite go-to thing.
There was
and being just sold on upgrading it. I get it.
Yeah, there was a leak released today, which I think is a garbage leak, indicating that the price will be for the high-end version will be $799, which is less than the old current price, which I don't believe one bit. A lot of people think that Microsoft is subsidizing this device.
Yeah, they could. They did the original Xbox.
And it is very possible, because what does that do? It puts their game store right in front of people.
Yeah.
Right. And it's up front, even though they give the other storefronts, they're part of the system, and you've got your good old games and your Steam and all, and what do you call Epic Games, all the stores are there, right? And the idea is that they want you to utilize those stores to download and buy the games if you want, but they also will have their store in front of you first, that it will boot directly to their store.
I want them to kill it, because that'll only improve what PlayStation offers with their subscription service. You know what I mean? Like, the more that we have out here, the better it is, the competition wise, right? So I want it to succeed. I want it to excel.
That is the other thing, though. Bringing up PlayStation, they are rumored to be making. Now, obviously, I think Microsoft is going to beat them out with this. That's maybe coming next year, 2026. And
well, they have it though, don't they, Ryan?
Is this going to connect to your Xbox at all?
Yeah.
Say that again.
Does anybody know that?
So through the Xbox app, even today, on a PC, you can remote connect to your Xbox machine.
Okay, and you can access your entire library and all that stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's basically, so you have to be on the same network, right, as your Xbox, but it'll stream directly to that. Or you have to VPN into your own network to be able to stream it if you're remote.
But why would you stream as opposed to just install the game locally, since you own it, Meatball?
That's exactly what. So when you're talking about a disc game, right? So if you own it on as a disc.
No, I'm talking about, I bought it through the Microsoft Store. Bought it through Steam.
Yes.
You just install it locally, right?
You just install it locally.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And that, like I said, that's the whole beauty of this, is they're trying to marry the Xbox into their overall Windows and Xbox app. And like I said, so you you get close to doubling the performance of the chip, and you streamline the operating system to where all the crap is cut out. Yeah. And all you're getting is a solid gaming experience. And I'm jacked, guys. I think this is a great product. And to answer your question, Dathan, I think it's going to be priced at $1,200. And no, that is not too much for me. I am going to buy it.
I'm the wrong person to ask, because I bought a $1,200 Transforming Optimus Prime. So, I mean,
you got it.
No, it's a $1,200 Xbox.
It's a $1,200 Xbox. That's right.
Yeah, everything's an Xbox.
MG has a good comment for you, Meatball.
I love MG's comment, and I can just hear him saying rubbish, and I won't even try to imitate that accent.
I mean, it wouldn't sway me away from the laptop that I have, because I'm spoiled now on the screen, right? And I do the same thing. I play it in bed. That's the whole purpose of that thing, is so that when I was in the hospital, I had it. When I'm in bed, I've got it, right? And when I want to go to sleep, I just fire up Balatro, and then I'm out. You know,
Yep.
like it's a great Ambien. So I mean, I wouldn't move to the Ally, because the smaller screen would probably, I'd get a FOMO sort of thing going on, right? Because I have the laptop that is fine for me in my lap. But I totally get it, Meatball. Like I get it. But at the same time, that's why I like the Switch 2 though as well. Like if the kids are sick and they want to stay away from me, because they do when they're sick, then they just ask if they can take the Switch, and they just swirl away in their room and play Mario Kart or whatever, right? It's cool to have these sort of little devices that you can take anywhere.
Yeah, I feel like this is definitely a reaction to the Nintendo Switch 2 to me. Like, I feel like if Microsoft and PlayStation did nothing today, they are going to get lapped by Nintendo. So I feel like this is a direct response to them. Microsoft is going to be in the console market, or the handheld console market, and PlayStation is going to be coming in pretty hot here, at least next year. So it'll be interesting. For me, I'm on the fence. Like, I want to see what the price is, and maybe I get the lower end version just to get my feet wet. Like,
No, you wouldn't do that. Don't do that. Get the high end version.
Here's what I think is
You'll regret
kind of exciting, kind of ancillary of the console, but it is that operating system, right? That pared down gaming Windows 11 operating system that boots like it's a console. That to me says that Microsoft is going all in on this everything is an Xbox, including their potential home operating system that you can have loaded on your PC to make it a gaming PC, and it is just a gaming PC.
Yeah, I mean, if they do that, if they do pare down the Windows Home version, then I would probably put that on my desktop PC, because all of my productivity apps, music making, and all that stuff is done on my Mac now.
Well, now keep in mind, it's not actually removed. It's just not loading into the memory.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're
being
saying.
active.
It's like big screen. Yeah.
Exactly.
Bit.
And so at any point you turn off
You
the
could go
gaming
back.
app and you can have your full desktop experience. I
would do it. I
is
would do it
cool.
whole in. Yeah,
I think I may do that as well.
how many USB ports does the one you have right
Two.
now have? And does it have HDMI out on it as well?
It does not. Nope.
Just the
It just
USB?
has two USB-C.
Oh, I'm surprised it doesn't have HDMI out.
Well, the Steam Deck doesn't have either, I don't think. But
Neither
I
does the
thought that they
Switch.
did. Okay.
The Steam Deck does for the dock.
Yeah,
you can dock it,
right,
and
the
you
dock.
can hook it up
That's what I do.
USB-C, dock and talk, as Eric would say, and then you hook it up that way.
right. I
Right.
wonder if
Yeah.
someone's going to make a ROG would, or Ally would make a dock for this.
I already have it. It's sitting on my desk right here.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay,
I've got,
so
one-
is
and I've got one
US
sitting. I've got two in my bedroom. One hooked up to the TV and one on my headboard.
Is it via USB or is it HDMI?
It's the USB-C. It's the exact same like the Steam Deck and or the Switch.
Okay, so you pop it in,
Nice.
and then you dock to play on your. So you can dock to play on your PC or on your TV.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah, okay, then you're good. Yeah, you don't need an HDMI port on the machine itself.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It also might be fun to have this, and you have the Xbox in another room, and maybe like my kids are playing a multiplayer game on Xbox, and then, well, everything is an Xbox, but they're playing it on the console, and then I have this, and I'm playing the same game on this, and you could do a multiplayer like that. That would be fun.
That 100% works.
Yeah.
So
I kind of want to test it out first. I'm hoping they have something at PAX to test out.
what's going on, Mike Hawkhurts? Watching from the couch. Hope everyone is having a great Friday. Yeah. All right. Going to the Xbox showcase itself, though. Let's see. I just pulled this main trailer for like all the shows. So, like overall, though, I wasn't too impressed with what I saw.
Underwater.
No.
He's
Even
drowning.
further underwater.
Yeah, you're way underwater. Anyway,
What Ryan was saying was he wasn't impressed with any of the games that they showed, really.
I wasn't either.
Really? I
no.
was impressed with quite a few of them.
Oh,
The only
really?
one I was really that one right there.
That
the
one right there,
Clockwork
Clockwork,
Revolution,
was beautiful.
that was the only one that actually was intriguing. Everything else was kind of so-so.
Yeah, and I thought that it was odd to like put so much time into Indiana Jones DLC.
And you know what was
Yeah.
weird is they were talking about the Gears of War thing,
It showed nothing.
and yeah, they didn't show it. And then I got an email from Microsoft yesterday, and they gave me a code for Gears of War for something, and I don't even know what it's for. It's just
You got a
for-
free. It's because you're on the podcast. They're sponsoring you. You get a free crack at it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hear you now.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear
I
you now.
can hear you now.
Well, there's a multiplayer beta going on for the Gears of War thing. So,
But it's not a beta. It's a what is it?
You should have installed it, man.
Yeah,
No, I'm-
you could be
like I
playing
told
Gears
you,
of War
I've
right
been-
now.
So busy.
Come on, you got nothing going on.
That's completely debatable on so many levels.
Jesus
hold on.
Christ, my God.
You want to get it all out of your system now while I'm looking this up? You just want
No-
to get it.
nobody was excited. Nobody was excited about High on Life 2.
I don't remember it.
You know,
So
I played High on Life 1, so I might.
That game
check it
had
out.
me rolling.
Oh.
It was hilarious.
A Plague Tale, the new Plague Tale. I liked both of those. So was I excited about it? No, but was I like, oh sweet, okay, they're putting another sequel out. That's cool.
Yeah, so it says, as a thank you for being a Gears fan, we are offering you a free code for Gears of War Reloaded playable on Xbox Series X.
Nice.
Excellent. That's
So
a
I
full
just-
game.
I just have to load it before the 26th of August. So,
You got some time.
Yeah, right.
so I guess it's because I had all the other games already. So maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Do you have them
Or-
digitally, or did you buy them on disc?
They're all disc.
So,
Uh-oh.
so the question I got to ask though about this is they announced the first $80 game from Microsoft,
Oh, did they? Which one?
Outer Worlds
Outer
2.
Worlds 2, yeah.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
all the games they
Not
could have
missing
announced
anything.
No.
being $80, why would you have one that didn't really sell its first?
It might not be
The-
Microsoft actually raising the price on it, right? It might be the development studio saying, "Hey, we need a raise here. Do what's right. Everybody else is already charging, whatever, right?" Like, it could be
well,
that.
I
We need to
believe-
go to trip to Vienna.
And
yeah,
Microsoft
for
might
that.
not care if it doesn't sell. Like they might say, "Well, we weren't really forecasting this one to move a lot of volume anyway, so we'll do this as a trial and see if it shifts the needle up or down." Right? Like if we only sold 50 copies last time and now we only sell 25, it's priced too
we know
high.
where we're at. Yeah.
Yeah, but no risk, right? To do a
Right.
trial price on
Right.
it.
Yeah, but Obsidian Entertainment is owned by Microsoft, so
Well, even same different same deal though, right? Because you've got business units within a corporation, so that may just be a trial to see with no skin off their teeth if it doesn't move anything, because they weren't really planning on it moving a bunch anyway.
yeah, of all the games they showed off, it was
Yeah.
the weirdest one to me that they're like, this is going to be our $80 game.
Okay, Elite Green says it wasn't Obsidian that they apologize apparently.
I was very, very unimpressed with this showcase.
Yeah, I was
not.
I was too. Like, there's nothing that really grabbed me. So
Yeah.
that's.
I mean, no
reinforced
Fable
my
or
heart.
Gears or anything. So
No. So, okay, I got this other video. Well,
We're still waiting on Fable, right? Like,
Yeah.
how long until that comes out? Because that was last showcase, right?
Right. Nothing on Fable. There, he's teasing a Forza, and maybe a Halo game. Maybe I just play this right here.
I think he specifically
Looking
said
ahead,
all those games
next
are
year
coming.
marks
Yeah,
25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey.
No,
As we
they
think
could
about
have done it
bringing
without
a
me.
new generation of
They
players to these
did.
iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning.
A bowl of Cheez-Its.
Yeah, a return of a classic. That's got to be Halo. So, yeah, that's
the
all
beginning.
we wanted that stuff this year. So I don't know.
Isn't everybody just kind of done with Halo though? Like, aren't we kind of over the IP?
way over it? I
Yeah.
play it still, but I'm only the original and the second one.
Well, that's the problem, is they got rid of all the people that worked on the Halo
Right.
series, and 343 in studios is like done nothing great with it since they've taken over.
But they're not called 343 anymore. They're called Halo Studios or something.
You know, I think the big question now is after what we just saw with Xbox on Sunday was, when do we get the Nintendo Direct, the June Nintendo Direct? Because they've had the June one every
The glittering
years
streets
or
of
something.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's already the 13th.
It's coming. Did
Yeah.
you guys talk about this yet? Clockwork Revolution. This looked interesting.
This
I
was the
thought that was
only
great.
thing on here that looks somewhat interesting, because it reminded me a little bit of had a BioShock feel to it a little bit.
Right. Kind of
This is all steampunk.
steampunk. That's what I was thinking.
and little MMOE / shooter type deal. I thought this looked awesome. And again, I was probably riding really high by the time the actual games were starting to be shown because of the console.
Mhm.
And so I was just like, yeah, all right, cool, sweet. I'm going to get to play this and this. And yeah, so I may be a little skewed when it comes to my thoughts on the showcase videos, but I was excited about this one.
Don't everyone talk at once here.
I was going to say dead air. All right.
Who's that?
Leave me hanging.
Yeah, I'm watching this. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. In Exile, who's developing this one, their previous games they did was Wasteland 2 and 3, Torment, Tides of Numeria. So they haven't really done a first-person shooter game like this.
It doesn't even look kind of like a first-person shooter.
It's really I think it was touted, if I recall correctly when reading, that it's like an RPG with shooter elements on it.
Yeah, I could see that. Huh. Did they say when this is coming out? Is this
I think they do at the end.
say I'll skip ahead. Control the future. This is a 5-minute video I pulled.
And I think it's day one on Game Pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why you buy into Game Pass, is you get those day one games.
Due time. Okay.
Did it say?
No, it said coming in
No,
due
it's-
time.
It coming in due time.
That's what it said.
That's
Yeah.
See?
that's such a cop out.
Yeah, right. I didn't recall seeing that, but yeah, all right.
I feel like when Nintendo announces a game, like it's coming out in a couple months. You know, I know they did Metroid 4 or whatever, and they announced that way too damn early. But everything else, like, like the Donkey Kong game, like we know it's coming out next month. It's like it's coming. I feel like they probably finished it months ago, and they're just waiting. And then, you know, PlayStation, even when they have a big announcement, like they give us a release date. Xbox is terrible with their release dates. I don't know, but they got a lot of stuff. Oh, and then Chris is talking about the Game Pass thing. So watch this, you guys, and tell me if they're pushing Game Pass. Like, I don't know. It feels like they're pushing something else here. Did you guys?
Play has real power. The power to transform your world. It's why Xbox Play Anywhere is growing. So you can experience more of the games you love on more of the devices you want. All seamlessly connected. Because when you buy an Xbox Play Anywhere title, it's yours to play on any supported device.
Let's do this.
All right. Do you guys want to see what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
They're not pushing Game Pass. They're pushing. They want you to buy the
Yeah,
game.
and that's why they're teaming up with ASUS.
That's new. That's new.
Yeah,
They're
but
building-
on a lot of these, a lot at the end of a lot of these trailers that we saw, they did say day one Game Pass. Do you remember the last?
there are
the last
quite
one they did?
quite a few. Yes.
The last conference they did, I mean, it was like 80% of the games they showed off was like day one, and so, you know, I think we're all, you know, if it's a straight Xbox game, we're all accustomed to playing it on Game Pass on day one.
But there were a couple that had game or Xbox Anywhere was at the bottom, and so, like I said, I think Microsoft is a software company, right? They want their store in front of consumers as much as they possibly can. If you're an Xbox owner, great. Now they're going after PC gamers to put that in front of them. They want you to buy games through them. So having the ability to sell that, but also bringing you in with Game Pass. I'm going to be on the app because I want to play my Game Pass games. Well, I'm on the app, and now I'm getting served ads to buy games. And if they put them on sale like they do with Steam, guess what? I'm going to buy them like I do on Steam.
Well, I think I'm seriously considering maybe dropping Game Pass, honestly, because I feel like after this presentation, there's nothing really that I want to play. I want to play Gears. I want to play, I guess the Tony Hawk game is coming out next month. So I want to play that on Game Pass. And
Did you already beat
Ninja Gaiden?
Did you already beat? I thought you were playing Expedition 33. You didn't know that was Dathan. And then Doom you were playing, right?
Yeah.
You already beat that one?
I need to go back to Doom and finish it. Dathan beat it.
So then it's still got its hooks in you, right?
You know, yeah, but I feel like it's, I don't know. The value doesn't seem.
Man, for me, it seems out of control good.
Yeah,
like I'm surprised at how good it is. It's from PC, it's $12 a month for me or something like that. And I'm still not even done with Expedition 33. But if I beat that this month, that means that I got a $50 game for $12. That and I still haven't got Doom at all. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, I've played it just to check it out, like for a couple minutes here and there, and I still got to make my way through that. That's a $50 game on Steam as well. So if I beat that casually, you know, not trying to rush to make value, but if I beat that in a month, I'm saving $30 straight up because I would buy Doom as well off Steam. Like, I still think it's a really good value. I don't want them to hear that because then they'll raise the price.
Yeah. Another thing too is very interesting. It looks like Xbox has stopped making physical discs for the regular standard versions of the games. If you want to pre-order, if you want the special edition, Xbox is doing that. But it looks like standard Xbox game disc, they are not making so.
You should love that.
I don't know if
you like that though, right?
Yeah. The ROG Ally people are going to like that, right? Meatball Saucy. You don't need a disc.
Yeah.
Doesn't
to go
bother me.
not to shift gears here, but you see what I did there, gears. When I got the code for Mario for the Switch 2, I could not figure out how to get that goddamn game to play on the Switch too, because
Oh, really?
it had me go to my OLED Switch, which was the dedicated one,
Mm.
and then deactivate and then go back, and then I had to go and do some game card thing and download that and then go back, and it was just like I just want to play the goddamn game, because if this was on
I didn't have
cartridge,
that
I just plugged
experience
the
at all.
cartridge in. I don't know what it was.
All you
but
had to do was go to the store on your Switch 2 and put the code in.
I did that, and it would not go. It kept having me go back to my OLED and then go back and forth. So I have two switches in my hand going back and forth trying to figure out why is it not working.
Oh, did you transfer everything over yet?
Yes. That was part of the day one thing that I did, where I told you, okay, now I'm going to go back to play Assassin's Creed because I'm tired of this. But
Jesus
could not
Christ, my God.
I could not get it to go to play the game. So eventually, I ended up hitting something that said do you not have your OLED Switch anymore? Do you not have your old Switch? And so I said no, even though I did. It was right next to me, and then it bypassed it, and then it finally went through the game again. But this all would have been this all could have been avoided had I had a physical cartridge and just slide it in the top and then play, and then guess what? There you go. Nope.
You could have bought the.
Nope. They got to do.
Copy.
They got to do
But
this.
It's another $30.
Game card stuff, and I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm just bitter. It's been a long week. So next topic. Let's go. Carry on. Here we go.
So there was one interesting one on there, Beast of Reincarnation. I don't know if you guys saw who made that game. It's the Pokemon developers. Game Freak is making that game. And I was just watching the trailer for it. I was like, wait a second. Why does this look so much better than any Pokemon game they've put out in the last 20 years? Like, Game Freak cannot make a good game as far as Pokemon goes. A lot of fans of the Pokemon series have been calling for Nintendo and the Pokemon company to take it away from Game Freak. And then they released this trailer for Beast of Reincarnation, and it looks amazing. It may not be a great game.
Yeah, many people are fooled by great-looking trailers.
Yep. But it still looks better than anything that they've put out for Pokemon lately. So I don't know. I don't get it.
I'm definitely going to be playing Invincibles.
Eric, do you have any thoughts on seeing any of this Xbox stuff? Are you interested at all, or what are you thinking?
It's not 20 years old, so
yeah, it's not.
No, nothing's jumping out at me.
Yeah. No Thief this week.
No Thief. Yeah, I'm out.
If Thief was on Game Pass, would you consider it?
No, I'm gonna own Thief regardless. So Game Pass doesn't do anything for me.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What else do you guys want to talk about? I do have some stuff on toys if you want to get to that. I think Sony put out something about, let's see, where do I have it here? It's going to continue to adjust PlayStation Plus pricing as more players choose choosing higher tiers despite price increases.
They're taking the Netflix approach. We're gonna keep raising our prices, and
you're just everything's gonna go up in price.
We're not really gonna give you anything else that benefits you. We're just gonna keep raising the prices, and you'll love it. Well, and they also had put out, it was yesterday or today, that they no longer consider Xbox a competitor in the console market. Which,
no. They feel like I think Xbox feels they lost that battle too.
So
It's I don't know. Is it they just thinking it's between them and Nintendo, or they'd be interesting to see who else they think is their competitor? Do they think Apple's in there possibly, or Google or somebody else?
I believe they said Nintendo's the only one they view as a competitor now.
Hmm.
A little bit of hubris there.
Yeah. So
You guys awake?
Yeah, we're waiting for you. You said you wanted to talk about toys, so we're waiting to talk about toys.
Yeah, I was
okay.
waiting for the toy thing.
Transition,
Oh, okay.
right?
All right.
That's what you said, so we're waiting.
Let's do it. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna share my screen here. I think some of this stuff's on Hasbro Pulse. Wasn't there there was a Transformers Direct this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or what do you call that? Oh, there's some new Ghostbusters stuff too. Can I click on that? Maybe. Okay, you can get a Proton pack, you guys. $300.
No, go the review.
That's pretty spendy.
9 reviews already.
Are there 9
There's
reviews?
9 reviews. 5 stars.
How?
5 stars. Will
Oh.
these ever be available to Australian fans? 5 stars.
Yeah,
That's
that's 5 stars.
That's a great review.
Yep. it's the mystery that really brings you into the toy.
They're bitter.
I often just love looking at them, wondering if they were available to people in third world countries.
That's a good one. That's a good one. A lot of good reviews,
Finally.
you guys.
What? Hold on. We go back up to the finally. I want to see what that guy was so emphatic about.
These are all good reviews.
Yeah. Good reviews are good.
Where's the bad one?
There isn't a bad one. They're all good.
No,
Yeah,
there
it's
isn't.
a proton pack. See, that guy thinks that he can actually go bust ghosts.
He's going to be out busting
when
ghosts
he's like,
for
finally,
I-
a life-size proton
I hate
pack.
to tell him, like,
So I can get rid of that stupid ghost in my backyard. $300 is a great deal.
it's not real, you guys.
No, go back and look. That guy said
Dude,
that.
he can totally just turn to his buddy who's also wearing one and say, "Hey, switch me on, will you?"
Yeah, that part's true. You need your
Uh-huh.
friend to have one too, right?
That's right.
They should give you two,
Oh, and
two for one.
the other thing that got me, it doesn't come with the wand, or what do you call the part that has the stream come out?
What?
It's just the backpack. So if you want that, that's another $100.
Okay,
Well, you're gonna need it to bust
So at
ghosts.
that point, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like if it had the
All right.
wand, like I could
Too
consider
much.
$300.
So at that point, you're out with the one. I was out when you first showed it on here. Like, I'm not paying $300 for this. This just looks like a bunch of stuff they just threw together on a backpack.
Yeah. Jason, thank you for the super chat. Have a good week. Yeah.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah, this looks like someone just put on a Jansport backpack and just threw a bunch of crap on there from the dumpster. That's what this looks like.
Wasn't there was I could have sworn there was some other image where you can open it. You could open it up. The back. Where was it? Oh, right here. I don't know. The other it's not weathered at all. It needs to look like it's old.
I like the custom ones that the Portland Ghostbuster groups do. Those are legit. Those guys do a fantastic job when it's too clean. It looks like it's just they just manufactured it and put it in a packaging type thing.
But it's not just a crappy repaint.
Yeah.
It's not to copy repaint. No, I'm
Right.
I'm sure Ryan will get to that stuff here soon.
Next up, crappy repaint.
Can't wait.
Spider-Man number 15.
Yeah. Oh, there was they have the blue Venom up for pre-order right now. Sergeant Slaughter is available for pre-order. Where's that Transformer that Dathan wants? The Alpha Trion. Is that how you
Yeah, that's
say it?
probably the only one
He
that I
sold-
would probably get.
It says he sold
Yeah.
out.
Sold out.
0 reviews. Leave a review saying it sucks because it's sold out.
What?
Five
Not
stars.
available in Australia.
Is this?
5 stars.
Was this guy on the TV
Yeah.
show? I don't
Yeah.
even remember this guy.
Yeah. 100% was.
He's got the mustache and everything.
Mustache.
He was so when they introduced the female Autobots, that's when he was introduced as well.
And he's also in the Transformers 1, like the OG intro
Mhm.
of the movie.
Huh.
Oh, he can take
Lawrence,
his he can take his Transformers logo off of him. What's with that? Can he put the Decepticon thing on? Is that what he's gonna do? You see that, Dathan?
Yeah, I can see it. I see you pointing right at it.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I'm not a fan of this Age of Prime series toys.
This was the only one that I liked out of that series. I did not like the Dinobot 2-pack.
Oh my god, that was horrid.
That looked like that was a shitty repaint. It was terrible.
It was a horrid repaint.
I did not like that at all. Even everything about that was terrible. The box arts, it looked like, because they went G2 style, even like the G2 Grimlock that they came out with that I've seen in person, like they did a leader class Grimlock G2. It's very bland color, just like blue and like a red and maroon color. These Dinobots were absolutely terrible.
I mean, it was like green and orange, right, or something like
green
that.
and orange, and there was some red mixed in there, and I was like, "Where? This is awful,
horrid,
awful."
What else did you pre-order?
I didn't get anything.
You didn't even get this
No,
guy?
I missed it. He was
You didn't
sold.
even
He was
get the
sold
Tron
out.
guy?
He was sold out by the time I got on there, and I don't have the Hasbro membership thing. I don't have that.
Oh, so are you saying that if you wanted him, you have to have the Hasbro Premium?
Well, you don't have to, but your
Pulse
chances
Premium?
of getting it are much better because you get an hour pre-order access to it. And I did
Gotcha.
not go through Big Bad Toy Store because they're really slacking right now. Because I've had a couple on pre-order for a while, and I still haven't got anything yet. So I'm basically picking stuff up when I see it and canceling the orders there because it's taking them way too long to get stuff. Way too long.
Oh, these guys, they don't have the new Star Wars stuff up. Let's see. I have an image here.
All the cornercades in the house.
What's going on, LFG? Did Cornercade get a Switch 2 yet? Yeah. Cornercade's into consoles. Let's see. All right. Plus image. I've got it somewhere here. I know Meatball Saucy. I saw him he had some kind of comment about this. So there's a new Darth Vader TIE Advance that just got announced today. Meatball Saucy is not a fan, apparently. So I want to hear it.
So I mean, and I'm a Star Wars toy guy, right? And
yeah,
I do not like this second gen Kenner recreated, not the original. I mean, my Darth Vader had a hollow arm and a lightsaber with a little plastic piece at the end, right? And I didn't have a TIE fighter with some kind of weird battle damage corner thing, whatever that is. My wings actually popped off even on the Vader ship, and I don't get this. This is sacrilegious. I don't like it. Sorry.
I'm trying to.
So it's supposed to be a recreation of the toys that we had when we were kids?
It is.
Why did the toys that we had as kids have the little plastic tip on the end of the lightsaber? Was that due to molding issues?
Because
no idea.
They couldn't figure it out. Yeah, they're dumb.
I have no idea why that is the case, but
I have a Darth Vader's TIE Advanced up in my attic, but it doesn't look like this. Like the box doesn't look like this at all.
No, again, it is totally different. I have no idea what this design is, or it's wrong. I mean, it's the right basic shape. It's got the arch around the outside, but it doesn't have the popping outside corner. And then it's got, I think there's another picture that shows like a breakaway corner of the wing.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me try to find that.
Can you go to the pre-order page?
Since
It's not up yet.
you can't pre-order,
Oh,
it
it's
yet.
not even up for
It's
pre-order.
not till Monday.
No, yeah, I think it was just announced, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something on Twitter about it here. Maybe. Sorry, guys, I am not prepared.
No, it looks. I don't know.
Actually, from that view, it actually looks pretty okay.
Yeah, from that view, it looks fine to me.
It's the like I said, when you kind of tilt it up and you see that you don't have the popping out wings, and you don't have like the button on the back arch. I don't know.
Mhm.
Does it even have little LEDs up front that light up?
No, I don't think there's any LEDs on it.
Yeah,
Is X down right now?
I think it'll be available in Australia, Eric, but maybe not in Austria.
Yeah. Well,
More important question: how many Vienna sausages are you going to have in Vienna?
0 so far.
No, but how are you going to? It's
Yeah,
breakfast.
probably 0. Probably
Nope.
0.
Go downstairs and tell them I want Vienna sausages. Damn it! It's
No.
breakfast.
The Bavarians do better with sausages.
They probably just drink beer for breakfast.
I mean, it's not a bad choice, but
When did you get there?
what? When did I fly in?
Yeah.
The 10th? I got here on the 10th.
Okay.
And no Vienna sausages thus far in Vienna.
I had the choice, but there was a company party on Thursday, and there were sausages, but no thanks. I steered away. Stuck to the Spätzle and hamburgers.
Hamburgers?
Hamburgers.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that what you do when you go to a foreign country? Is you eat something that reminds you of home?
It was one of the food carts, man. We had 4 different food carts. There's fries and schnitzels and hamburgers and Vienna sausages.
Hamburgers
Easy
are
choices.
Hamburgers.
Don't they have good waffles there too? Or am I thinking of somewhere else?
You're Belgium, yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking Belgium. Never mind.
Doesn't matter. Eric should go there and tell him, hey, I need some good waffles. I hear all about your waffles when I'm in America. I'm from America and I want I want the plate to be this big and cost me $5. Do you guys know what $5 is here? And do that stuff, Eric.
Sure. Now I'm looking up waffle places to see if there's anything.
You got to ask them. I heard in Vienna you guys have great boat rides. Where are the little straits I can take boat rides in?
Mm-hmm.
They'll say that's Italy.
Or
Don't
Vegas.
tell me what I'm. Yeah,
That's in Vegas at the
yeah.
the
At
whatever
the Venetian.
At the Venetian, yeah.
Yeah. Tell them that you're from America and you're about doing things right. Tell them that every time that something doesn't go your way.
Sure.
Say, listen, I don't know where you're from, but I'm from America and we're about doing things right, damn it.
Cause a massive scene.
Yeah. And then ask them for bottled water. And then when you get arrested, just tell you're a tourist.
Just a tourist.
Yeah, I'm just a tourist.
Beer Fest was the last HD DVD movie I ever bought.
Really?
Yeah, I got it from everybody on the panel here knows I got it from what was it? Was it FYE in Wilsonville?
Oh yeah, FYE.
Oh yeah.
I got it
I
for
didn't know there
$2
was one
for
in
a dollar. It was got it for $1.99. I got a
Awesome.
big
Wow.
shopping cart full of them. I got it for $1.99.
Worth every penny.
Of beer. You got a shopping cart full of Beer Fest DVDs.
No, they had like it was when the HD DVDs were going out of stock, and they had two shopping carts full, and it was everything was $1.99.
So you just took the shopping carts. You're like, here's $20.
I just wheeled it up there.
Yeah.
58 copies of Beer Fest. No.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
I think I bought 3 or 4 movies on HD DVD, but that was the last one that I'm getting.
Gotcha.
Fun fact for you.
Mm-hmm.
Dathan, they released the panel schedule for SummerCon.
Oh.
All right, let's see who's getting carted out.
Have you seen this yet?
I have not. I have been trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for everything. That's my.
Are you going all 3 days? So I'm just got Saturday here
I'm
right
going
now.
all 3 days. Yes.
I'm going Saturday. So Shatner is gonna be there at 11:30. And if you guys in the chat, let me know like who should we not miss. Maybe I can take some video or something. Jerry Ryan is gonna be at 12:30. Cobra Kai 2.
What is that?
Is
it's
that
a panel.
the TV show?
Yeah, Cobra Kai is a Netflix show.
Yeah, but is it a panel?
Cobra Kai 2
that you go to, or is it like, or are you? Yeah, it's a panel. Okay, yeah, main stage. So Jerry Ryan's just going to talk about like what she did on that Star Trek show.
Yeah, you guys. Dathan's a big Star Trek fan.
If
so
you
I'm
could
sure
meet
he's
and
going to
greet her,
that.
I would just do it and ask if she was in the movie with the Ewoks because that's your favorite. I would just over and over just refer to how great she was when she, was in that
would be
fighter
funny. Like
behind Han Solo.
just go up to some random celebrity and say, "I really loved you in X movie or whatever." Like I wasn't in that movie.
And you just double down on that.
There's going to be a Ninja Turtle animation panel.
Eric and I saw the Ninja Turtle panel at Game On, so it's probably mostly the same thing as it was.
Same thing.
Minus Don Bluth.
Minus Don Bluth, yeah.
So Hell's Kitchen
Shredder.
Gordon Ramsay's going to be there?
No, this is the Daredevil shit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Daredevil.
Yeah.
So you might want to see that. Circus.
What is
Binford
sponsored
Tool.
by Binford Tools? Is that a
Home
show?
Improvement? Home Improvement.
Sounds like Home Improvement.
Oh, you're right.
Richard Karn.
Richard Karn.
Oh, so it's actually that from way back then? And Biodome.
They're going to push their stuff.
Wait, didn't you guys have a bad story about Pauly Shore?
I went to get a signature from him, and he just kind of shooed me on because he wanted to talk to the ladies.
Well, now you got another chance. Go remind him of that.
There you go.
Yeah. Go up there and say, hey, you remember when you shooed me on?
No.
Because you
Maybe
wanted
just
to talk
wear
to
a
the
dress
ladies?
this time.
And all I wanted to do was tell you to quit wheezing the juice.
The Bayside Buddies. Were you guys a Saved by the Bell fans?
My wife and I last year. My wife and I did go to because Mario Lopez was there, and we were trying to kill some time, so we went to his panel, and it's actually pretty good. He's actually a really interesting guy. Very humble.
I would go to that I would do the Elizabeth Berkley line so that I could tell her, just for the record, Showgirls didn't kill your career. The fact that you're a bad actress killed your career.
Ouch.
She'll probably give you a private video.
She'll get mad. Oh,
for $100
that sort of thing now?
Just
How
ask her
old
to
is
sing,
she now?
I'm so excited.
Like 50. Right?
Yeah,
No,
she's
she's probably about 55.
I bet she's 55. Yeah.
Yeah. My money's on 55.
This is going to be
Look it
a
up.
Pinky and the
Come on,
Brain
keyboard.
panel. That'd be fun.
Those guys are fun.
She's 52.
Dang.
I think
I was over on it. Okay, I apologize, Elizabeth Berkeley.
I think
will
I'm on
take back
I think this is Sunday now. Or maybe no, it's still Saturday, excuse me.
Actually, my favorite Elizabeth Berkeley thing was because I remember it, and then people made a meme out of it later, but I remembered it before that, was the Saved by the Bell episode where she gets on speed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
classic.
Meatball was just talking about that.
Yeah, I just said
Oh,
she's
were
so
you?
excited. I
Oh
said,
yeah,
"You
yeah,
gotta
that's
ask her
right.
to-" I'm
That's
so
right. Okay,
excited.
Yeah, sorry, I heard it and I knew what it was, and then I was just like,
No,
whatever.
she was taking like caffeine pills.
Caffeine
to
pills.
stay
Caffeine
awake.
pills, right.
Come on.
She
Yeah.
was taking caffeine pills to stay awake to study for
Yeah.
SATs.
I had a
Yep.
big
Right,
caffeine pill problem too when when I got out of college.
That's what you go up
Yeah,
to
yeah.
her
And
and say, like,
just for the people in the chat,
Yeah.
we all clearly watched Saved by the Bell because we are now quoting episodes
Yes.
of Saved by the Bell.
I know that
Just
one.
what you can do is just take like to go up and meet her. Just take like a prescription bottle of caffeine pills to see if she'll autograph it.
Uh-huh.
And,
that would be good. Actually, that would be good. And you know what? Shame on her if she's got a problem with that. She should laugh and sign it, and maybe sing that "I'm So Excited" song for you.
But Denise Richards isn't going to be here though, Dathan. So I'm kind of
God, what?
She's selling real estate now. My wife was watching some TV show and she's on that thing trying.
I think
to sell
she's selling
houses.
something else too. But
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys said that she's doing something else with her time.
J-Rod says Lopez is half vampire. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he's got good genes.
He's got to be in his 50s too, right?
Yeah, but he still looks the same as like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, how come they couldn't get Kelly from Saved by the Bell?
Because she's on Food Network, isn't she?
Yeah, she does.
Like she's got like 10
things going on.
Yeah,
no.
Well, that's what happens on Food Network. You get
Kelly?
get one entry into it, and then they book you for like 8 hours a day until everybody hates you, and then they replace you with the next has-been.
What was her name? Tiffany Amber Thiessen? Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
on
did
Food Network now? I had no idea.
Yeah, all day.
She also did
right now.
sitcom.
She's probably on there making muffins.
She did white collar, the white collar detective show, which is actually pretty good. It's on Netflix.
Is it?
She was the wife to the detective in that show.
Huh.
Funny, I had roast beef for dinner.
Arby's? You thinking Arby's?
No, I haven't had Arby's in a long time. There's a Pokemon panel. Dathan's gonna go to that.
There you go.
No, I don't think I'm gonna go. I don't think I'm going to any panels.
So, all right, if you're not going to a panel,
Dathan?
you're just gonna walk around the floor and smooge with people.
Well, I've got to get my goal is to try and get the rest of the X-Men cast to sign my vinyl. That's the goal. I think there's.
Are they going to be there?
I think there's 7. Yeah, all of them except for
show
one.
us what they're doing for autographs.
All right.
So the X-Men cast doesn't have their prices up.
That's scary.
But there are. Well, not necessarily, because I met some of the guys at New York Comic Con, or was it New York Comic Con, or was it Emerald City? Maybe it was Emerald City, but they were maybe like $40 each, which isn't too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 7 of the X-Men cast I got to try and get.
Cool.
Yeah, so the only one I will be missing from that lineup from the cover is who voices Storm.
There's so many people going to be here. Let's see. Here we go. So who don't you have? I know you have Wolverine and you have Xavier, right?
Yeah. So I don't have Ray Chase, who does Cyclops.
Okay. Yeah, you got to get him.
The lady who does Jubilee. The lady who does Jubilee. The lady who does Rogue. The guy who does Morph, and the guy who does Sunspot. Those are
Are those guys going to be there?
Yeah. There's more down at the bottom. I think.
Oh, there
Unless
they are.
canceled.
Oh, yeah. Who's I can't remember what that guy's character name is.
Sunspot.
Oh, that's Sunspot. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's Morph. Magneto. Yeah. Okay, Chris, you coming?
No, that's our weekly camping trip.
Yeah, you
So-
skip it.
I'll be-
Chris, you are going to go to PAX though, right?
I'm going to try, but it's all going to depend on if this job I applied for I actually get or not. If I get it, I can't take any time off once I start it for 6 months. So it's going to be interesting. But my plan was to go up to PAX West.
And we all got to go to PRGE. Meatball Saucy, you got to go to PRGE.
Yeah, I'll definitely go at least on a Saturday.
We need to have our own panel there.
Let's just
Right?
buy it. Let's just buy a table and then we'll just
Sit down and do a live stream.
Yep.
No, we could have a panel, and we could have Meatball just talk about the Rogue Ally to everybody.
All night long.
Yeah. Yeah, he's always had some new job going on.
Yeah.
Good luck, Chris.
I got to make money somehow, you know. The Portland Road wasn't working out for me, so.
Oh, spur of the moment. Is your brother still in the chat? I heard he had his car broken into or something.
It was stolen.
Jeez, you got to give us that story.
Well, it was Tuesday morning. Went out. His car was gone.
From your house?
Yeah.
Just right outside your house right now.
Right outside our house. It was stolen. And then Tuesday night, they got a call that arrested 5 teenagers who had stolen it and crashed it, totally wrecked it.
How'd they break in to the car? They just break the door?
It was a Kia Soul, and apparently there was a TikTok
yeah, I was gonna
challenge.
ask. Kias are easy to steal.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I tried to participate. I tried to participate in the Kia Soul TikTok challenge, but in my neighborhood there just aren't any.
I had no idea
So
this
I
was a
looked for 'em.
challenge.
Yeah, you got to steal them.
I remember back in the day, if you owned a Honda Civic, it seems like you had to put a club on it because people would try to steal that. That was the hot one back in the day. But yeah,
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Alikrian.
I've heard it. I've heard it's both Hyundai and
Kia, both Hyundai
and Kia are the easy ones to steal right
So
now.
are
Yes.
those guys? So they're minors. Were they arrested and then released? Like what happened?
I
Even
don't
if
know
they're
beyond
adults,
that.
we live in Oregon. They would be
Yeah.
released anyway.
Yeah,
Doesn't
well,
matter.
Yeah,
Right, we're the West Coast. Yeah,
Yeah, on the West Coast.
we're not in Florida where the sheriff says he's going to shoot you on site or whatever.
Well,
He
so-
says if you want to know, he can come down and tell the story.
Maybe the trick is to have a TikTok challenge to be a law-abiding citizen, and then we could solve it that way, I think.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Who has
No.
TikTok?
I'll stick with the Kia challenge. Thanks.
That's so crazy. Like, they stole it from your street. It's like you guys don't live like right on some main thoroughfare. Like, I feel like those kids must live in the neighborhood somewhere. You know
It's
what I mean?
possible. I mean, we have a school that is like, I don't know.
But you're like,
from
it's
us.
not. But yeah, but it's like your house is kind of like hidden a little bit. Like you have to go up a hill. I don't know. That's really bizarre.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, it could happen to anybody.
Yes.
It's it's a weird one.
And you guys need to get security cameras out there now.
I was just gonna buy me a couple of them Tesla robots and have them stand out there with guns and kind of program them to, anybody who walks past is gonna get shot. Just have them blare loud music all night long.
Perimeter security droids for the win.
Until Kai Cenat, is that the guy's name, comes along and he kicks him down the hill.
They become the turtle on the back.
Yeah.
But so, did they wreck it for fun, or did they wreck it because they don't know how to drive?
From the pictures and everything, it was probably a case of they were driving so fast they didn't see the car that was parked and hit it.
Where
So they don't know how to drive.
So wait. So you guys live in South Salem. Where did they find the car? Do you know?
Albany.
Well, a coworker of mine actually lives over by where they found the car, which is 4 or 5 blocks away from us.
Oh, so not that far.
So they didn't go very far, but
yeah, I wonder if they didn't know how to drive.
I think he's coming down and he'll tell the story. So
okay, he's coming down right now.
Yeah,
yeah, David, get on.
Give you
this is hurting me.
Here, you can
sorry, bro. I
literally hurting me. Listening. Okay. I'll tell the story.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey.
I don't think you've ever seen me.
No.
Okay. So Tuesday morning, I wake up and going out to work. Vehicle's gone. They had broken out the back window, the back passenger side window, and then at night, it was 5 juveniles, and they drove it so fast and slammed into a parked truck to be exact. Every airbag deployed. Front, right wheel, the passenger side wheel was completely wrenched, and it was totaled. It was done. But it's funny because it was through a Facebook, it was a Salem Kaiser community police scanner group that my wife is just like, hey, they found your car. Because someone had taken pictures and they had some video of some of the kids running away after they wrecked it. So, yeah.
So juveniles 12.
That
right?
They couldn't, because they're juveniles, the officer couldn't tell me the actual ages.
Sure.
But did you say, but it's safe to assume that if they hit a crash car 4 blocks away, they were 5?
Yeah, no, probably not 5. I'm gonna assume that maybe 12 plus. We'll say. How about that? But yeah, and so that's more or less the story. They took it because it was there were reports apparently a couple other Kia Souls that they attempted to take first, didn't work out. I think what actually happened is, so there was of course that TikTok challenge. Kia had a massive class action lawsuit because the Souls were so easy to break into.
Yeah.
And so
yes, they were. Yeah.
When that came up, Kia, we went to Power Kia, it's local here, and they're just like, "Oh, yours is fine." Obviously, it's not, because they tried on 2 other ones, and mine was the one that they got lucky on, and the whatever easy thing allowed them to get a hold of it. So it was more, I think, a crime of opportunity, not the neighborhood or anything like that, because just like Ryan was saying, we are tucked away a bit. We're not easy. I think they were just probably trolling around looking for souls that would be easy to break into. So
yeah.
And now you're just out of a car. What do you do?
Yep, got to wait for insurance and all that fun stuff. So
oh man, I'm so sorry.
That's
man.
I'm
sorry about that. When I was in the 7th grade, my friends and I stole a car, and we stole a car that this is how smart we were. We were able to get it running, but not running well, because we stole one that was actively being worked on in somebody's driveway. So all of a block, and then the car just died on us. And I have no idea to this day why it died, right? And then a cop came screeching up to us and let the canine out. And not putting into our stealing cars. That was the end of that.
I just want to say I've never stolen a
short-lived
car.
career.
Yeah, it was very short. Well, yeah, it was short-lived. Yeah, it didn't seem like a good way to get money.
Yeah, why not?
Or even have a good time.
I'll exit out and bring Aso Jacks back in.
Go for
Thank
it.
you, David.
Yeah, thanks for the story. Story time.
So the trick is to keep watching video game podcasts, and in 30 years, one of the hosts is going to admit to stealing a Kia Soul, and then you'll know who it was.
Yeah, what's
Yes.
the
There
statue?
you
of
go.
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
I no, because actually they would know because we didn't do it as part of a challenge. If we had known it was like Buick so and so challenge, then now I'd remember it to this day,
Sure.
right? But all I know was it was in a driveway, and we said, "Hey, let's get that."
No,
I think the window was open, and then it was like, "Oh, hey, and the key's still in this thing." Well, let's
J
take it.
Rod is gonna go search for Kia TikTok challenge now, and he's gonna like, oh,
Yeah.
I can do this.
I have two anti-theft devices in my car. I have a AirTag that I track.
Yeah.
And I drive a manual.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the thing.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
That is what to do.
There
Same.
you go.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a big anti-theft term.
I'll leave the top down on mine. That's like, go for it. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but that's all I got for tonight. Like, did you guys have any final thoughts before we go?
Stealing is bad. That's my final
Stealing
thought.
is bad.
That
I'm
puts
sorry,
people
that-
into a bad situation. You know, it's not into a bad spot, and TikTok challenges aren't worth it. They're just
No.
not. But you know, they'll look back on it the same way I do, which is, gosh, I sure was stupid when I was in the 7th grade, right? Like, you know, everybody's got those sort of moments, just to various degrees. And when cops let the canine out, don't run.
No.
That's the other one. Don't take off.
I have had my car broken into. Like
Oh yeah, me too. Lots.
I had some sneakers in the back seat once, and someone broke in and stole them. And I think they thought they were really nice, but they were my gym shoes. And I think I had my car broken into another time too. But yeah, I've never had a car stolen before.
Last time I had mine broken into, though, it was they didn't actually have to break it. It was my bad for leaving it unlocked, but they just rifled through the glove box for identity theft. They actually left it in it.
I hear the thing to do is actually you just steal the catalytic converter. That's what everyone.
Well, yeah, that's one
usually
that actually
does.
has me paranoid. But apparently, we've done a decent job of devaluing those, or at least putting the kibosh on the supply chain in my area, so that the big dealers for that and the buyers have been busted recently, and so it's kind of died in this area, which is good. But yeah, that was the one that had me all paranoid for a while there. But you know, people are jerks. What can you do?
Any final thoughts, you guys? Meatball Saucy, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me. It was really fun, and like I said, I was looking forward to the discussion, and it was a great conversation, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting when they release it exactly. Like, I wonder if they'll put out the price point here in a couple months, and you got to be able to pre-order the thing. So
yeah, I think according to the quote unquote leaks, if they are to be believed, we're going to get a $7.99 price point. The pre-order starts in September, and they ship in October.
Okay, that's pretty quick turnaround.
It'll be a perfect time to go to demo it at PAX.
Right?
Yeah, I hope so.
Get it at a very popular gaming show.
Yeah, actually, I could see it being at PAX for sure. That seems like one of those companies that would be there.
Thanks, J-Rod. Always great to see you, man.
Chris, you got anything? You got any movies you're gonna do a review on this week on your channel?
I'll probably go see How to.
Everyone,
Train-
go subscribe to Meatball Saucy too on YouTube, also. For sure.
I'm not a YouTuber. Don't bother.
Yes, you
subscribing.
are.
But come watch my content. Don't subscribe.
Can they
All
at
right.
least like?
I like it when people like.
Yeah.
You should definitely comment.
That's what you should do. You should say, "Don't subscribe to my channel, just like it."
Yeah.
That's how you should end your videos. If
I'll
you like what you see right now, just like it. Don't subscribe.
That usually is what I say. Be honest with you.
Is that right?
Something along those lines.
I could care less if you subscribe. Just like it.
Right. Yeah.
There's a whole strategy about asking for it. Yeah.
Is there?
There's some people that don't ask at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. All right, Chris. What were we gonna go see this week?
I'll probably go see How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay.
The other one that I was looking at seeing was the Unholy Trinity with Samuel L. Jackson and Pierce Brosnan. It looks like it's a Western movie. So I did have an interesting thing happen with one of my videos this week. I'd recommended a movie called Daniel's Gotta Die, which was Bob Saget's last movie. And I had the writer comment on my video, apparently.
Wow.
Nice.
And so I had asked him a question about what how much of his original script changed. And he said that they rewrote the first 10 pages and changed it from a cabin in the woods to a beach house as a location.
It's more fun to shoot at the beach.
Yeah, well, and I was thinking too, if you're supposed to be like the family of a rich billionaire, he's probably going to have a beach house and not a cabin in the woods type of thing. So it makes sense in that way. Yeah, Ballerina was great. If you haven't seen it,
Did you see Life of Chuck? Is that out yet?
I have not seen Life of Chuck yet.
Okay.
I think
that's what I was reading, some press on that, like some interviews with the Mike Flanagan guy. So that's why I was curious.
I think it's supposed to come out next week.
Oh, I thought it was on the 6th of June.
Because I haven't seen it.
But it's theater,
anywhere.
correct? It's not. It's because he's divorced from Netflix and now with Amazon Prime. I think this is his first theatrical release, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
Eric, you got anything else going on in Vienna? Do they speak English in Vienna, or is it German? What do they speak there?
Oh my gosh, that is Ryan. It doesn't
I don't
matter who you
know.
are. You're American. You just speak English anyway.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
right.
expect that they do, no matter where you are. You can be in Timbuktu and you just go, "Excuse me, I'm trying to find the bathroom," and then when they don't say it, when they go, whatever they do in that part of Africa, then you just do it slower. I said I'm trying to find the bathroom, and then they still don't get it. Then you make obscene gestures about what it would be like if you were using the bathroom, and then they go, "Okay, yeah, it's actually over there." Yeah, right, Eric?
Well, you gotta say it slower and louder.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. This is what they do in Vienna. This is what it was like when I was traveling through Germany. I bet it's
Sie
safe.
sprechen Deutsch here. Yeah.
Yeah,
they speak German mostly.
They speak English at you when you try to stumble through German, right?
Yeah, I basically just say meine Deutsch keine gut. And then
they go.
Okay.
They go, we got you covered, buddy. It's okay. Thanks for trying.
Is the American dollar strong over there compared to the
they use the euro here.
Oh, the euro?
We are weaker than the euro.
That's not good.
We're in trubs.
It's been that way for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm looking at going to the chocolate museum that's pretty close.
Oh,
that's what I'm doing this weekend, and then maybe a Roman ruin on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. You gonna put it on YouTube?
I want people to like it, not subscribe.
Yeah, that's right. I want people to subscribe to your stuff, but not like it.
No, thumbs down, but please subscribe.
Please give Eric a thumbs down, but subscribe to continually give him.
Dathan, you got any good thing going on this week? Or you fall asleep?
Oh, what do I have going on this week? Working out. SummerCon next week. I got to help my neighbor with some yard work because he's kind of old and I don't want him to get on a ladder. So I'm going to take care of that for him.
Nice.
That's about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Play some games, you guys.
Yeah. Play some. I'll play some. We'll hit up the chat.
We need to do some
thing.
Switch Mario Kart. Let's do it.
I know. Well, I have you on the app, so when you guys log on, it tells me when you guys are logged on.
Oh, he's watching us. Chris, do you have Mario Kart loaded on your Switch?
No, I did not buy Mario Kart. And
You bought the Switch 2 just to play Switch games.
That's right.
That's gonna be your thing from now on. Stick with it. I don't care about the new Donkey Kong Country. I'm gonna play the old one.
That's right. I'm not doing 20 years back.
That's right.
I'm doing 8 years back.
No, if you
That's
look,
right.
I think if you pull up what Chris is playing, like he's playing all these really off the beat weird
That's
games.
awesome, though. Yeah, that's great. He's QAing all of the game titles that nobody
As long as
did.
they're fun.
Yeah. Like, what
Hey.
is this game? Like I have no idea. Like we're
You
all
can't
playing
have
Mario
touch
Kart.
with
He's
you.
playing.
Leisure
Nintendo's
Suit
gonna get in
Larry,
touch
Wet
with
Dreams
you
Don't
and ask-
Dry.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were
No,
playing
I
the
saw
Leisure
that.
Suit
It's
Larry game on
$2.
your Switch. Yeah,
it's $2.
It's $2.
How can you say no?
Is it worth the $2?
No, but it's still $2.
No. Yeah.
Actually, I bet it's worth the $2. I didn't think that those games when they made the crappy Xbox versions of those, I didn't think they were all that bad for the $4 or whatever that they bargain bin them straight to.
Yeah. I don't know. We got to do it, you guys. We gotta make the time. Maybe I don't know, Wednesday or something. Hit me
No,
up.
we will. We'll figure out.
Chris needs to get it. Just get a copy on your Switch already. Let's do it.
Does the
When do you-
same
when do you get
family
paid?
plan that I got on Nintendo Switch, does that allow me to, because I forgot that this was a thing with console gaming, actually, that you have to pay to be able to play multiplayer with people. So does that same one that I got for the World Championship give me the ability to play with you guys on Switch too? Or do I need like a higher tier of subscription?
No, you should be able to. As long as you have the game, I think you're good to go.
Okay. Because to do PlayStation games with you guys, I would have to subscribe to their online service, right? To the PlayStation
Right.
Plus or whatever it's called. Yeah,
Mhm.
I totally forgot about that because last time I did it was with Xbox 360. And then when it told me, hey, you need to sign up for this in Gran Turismo, that's where I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot that was a console thing. That's
Yeah.
playing like you got to buy a subscription to some sort of a Game Pass. Yeah.
But anyway, it is 11 o'clock. I'm going to let everyone go. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I appreciate everyone in the chat. Jason, Ichabod Crane showing up at the last second here. You the man. Alikrian, I'm sorry about your car. That's terrible. Life sucks. Cornercade was in here for a second.
I'm going to correct you. Life is good. People suck.
Yeah. My cock hurts. You guys are cool. MG was here. MG was cool until he beat me a couple times on Mario Kart, but I got him at the last game I played with him. Joe Cade. And of course, our special guest, Meatball Saucy. Everyone go subscribe to Meatball Saucy on YouTube. Go find him there. I definitely feel you're going to be putting out some more Xbox ROG Ally content. So you're going to be our source for all that stuff, sir. So
Yeah, I haven't played virtual pinball in a little while, so I think I want to play some virtual pinball and do a live stream.
Knock it out.
Yeah. And do some PlayStation VR2 stuff for Travis. He needs some good suggestions too. They really needed to do the pinball on PSVR 2.
Is it not there? It might be.
No, it's not.
Okay. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. So it sucks. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you on the next one.